Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jesse here with 10 Back Bowling. Today we're going to talk about the newly released 2023 discontinued bowling ball list from the Storm line. We're only going to talk about 9 of the bowling balls that were on that list, although there were a couple others from the Hustle line that were on there as well. First one is the Supernova. This is an asymmetric solid reactive ball with the 2000 grit cover stock, and it was made for heavy oil. This had the ignition core, which allowed the ball to rev up pretty quick and finish strong with more aggressive movement down lane. It also had a pretty good amount of flare potential for the bowling ball. The NEX cover was the earliest reading cover that the Stormline actually produced, and it was pretty effective for a lot of people, especially if you want to keep your angles tight. The next one was the Infinite PHYSIX. So this was also asymmetric. This was a pearl reactive, had a 4K fast or 4,000 grit surface on it, and it was meant for medium to heavy oil. So this had an extremely center heavy shape for the core, which allowed the RG to be a little bit lower than the 15-pound bowling balls. And it was really a ball that was made for a variety of different bowlers and types of lane play. The REX cover allowed for good response time to the friction. It wasn't quite as quick as the R2S was. When we talk about the Night Road, that was symmetrical, pearl reactive ball. It had a 4K fast finish, and it was mainly meant for light to medium oil. With some surface modifications, you could adjust that. And this was supposed to be a really good ball in the High Road line that they came out with, which a lot of people liked a lot. With the high RG that this bowling ball had, it really promoted the ball's ability to change direction down lane quickly, and it allowed it to get cleaner through the fronts. The next ball was the RSTX3. This was an asymmetrical hybrid reactive ball, came at 4K fast from medium to heavy oil. This was a ball that was designed for, the tour guys who really want to see good continuous motion down lane, and minimize the amount of deflection that they have when their bowling ball enters the pocket. So this ball, I think, was really successful for people with higher rev rates and a little bit heavier volume patterns, which makes sense for the cover stock that they had put on this ball. The next ball was the Idol Cosmos, which was symmetrical per reactive, came with 4K fast, and was meant for medium to heavy oil. So this ball was an enhancement of the Idol Helios, so it's supposed to complement that, except it was the pearlized version. So it had the same cover stock technology as the Helios, and really what they were looking for is to have a ball that's going to get through just a little bit cleaner through the front of the lane and provide more motion and reaction down lane. And the people that threw this ball that I knew really did like the Idol Cosmos quite a bit. And that brings us to the Rotogrip UC3. This was asymmetrical urethane, or turethane as they like to refer to as. Came with a 1,000 grit surface and was for dry medium oil, depending on what you did to the surface. I can say that a lot of people I know weren't really big fans of this bowling ball after having it for a while. A lot of people were putting polish on the bowling ball, and I had a similar experience to this one where it was only good for a few frames or one game, and then I had to get out of it. Next, we have the Reality Check. This is an asymmetrical hybrid reactive. Came with 4K fast, medium to heavy oil. The Reality Check had the S84 beta cover, and it was supposed to complement the S84 response cover that they had. When it comes to the beta, it was supposed to offer really more overall hook potential versus the S84 response, and create a different back end shape. So when they looked at replacing the Ultra Reality, having something in between the Reality and the Ultra Reality, they came with the Reality Check. And then next we got the 900 Global Zen Soul. This was a symmetrical hybrid reactive, 4,000 grit surface, medium to heavy oil is what this was for. And then I really think that the S77 response cover that was on this in hybrid form was really good. I thought that the Meditate symmetric core that was on it was really gave it a predictable shape and enabled you to play a variety of different lines on any type of lane condition. So I actually like this ball a lot. Lastly, we have the 900 Global Wolverine Dark Moss. So for anybody that had the blue Wolverine when it first came out before it was banned, this was a bowling ball that I think a lot of people were excited about. It had the Lacerate 2.0 core, and that that's a combination of the Honey Badger at the top portion of the core and the Badger at the bottom portion of the core. And I think a lot of people were excited about this ball, but it didn't really seem to gain a lot of traction over the year that it was out. So that's 9 of the bowling balls that were put on the discontinued list. We appreciate everyone checking out the page. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and leave us your comments and let us know what you think about the decision that they made to discontinue some of these bowling balls and what your experiences are with them.